yes.
We would like about 2.5 tons of the asphalt.
You seem to be running out of DEF fluid.
We don't have no stinking DEF.
Give her the beans, Andre.
Yeah!
Andre did almost blow my head gasket right there with 40 pounds of boost.
Oh, yes.
Yes!
It's left in, Andre.
Woohoo!
I think there's a little bit of heavier equipment in our future.
What, you don't like this equipment right here?
It's good to see the boss is working for once.
Gentlemen, you know what this is?
What? Tell us.
First toe! But guys, we need heavy equipment. We need more.
We underestimated how much gravel we're going to need.
Hey guys, welcome to the very first episode of Taming Tumbleweed. As you know, we recently bought a ranch and now it's time to tame it. And we're going to do that with, yeah, believe it or not, 2 Cummins. Let Andre and David explain.
This episode is also new versus old. The new truck is this long-term Ram 2500. It's brand new 2022 model. And the old truck is?
It's not a Dodge or an FCA product. It's actually a GMC, but it does have a Cummins, Andre. So what you see here is a second-gen Cummins motor out of a 94 four-wheel drive Cummins, and we took out the 454 that was in this truck and swapped it out.
And how was that process? Because did you have to like move the firewall or how did it fit?
Well, it is a tight fit because straight 6 is much longer than your standard V8 engine, right? That's always the downside to putting a big straight 6 in a pickup truck, is it takes up a lot of space. So yes, I did have to massage the firewall, and it's mated to the Dodge transmission, which is actually an NV 4500, New Venture 4500 that came in the same pickup truck.
Cool. And what is that turbocharger? Is that also special?
That's not your standard stock turbocharger. It's a little bit of an upgrade. That is a Borg Warner K27. So it does just push out a little more horsepower than the standard motor did.
So how much do you think horsepower and torque?
Well, I've never put it on a dyno, but my guess is it's probably somewhere around 300 horsepower. Probably it has 500-600 pounds of torque. It's not going to pull nearly what your truck does.
And it's a 5.9 liter.
This brand new 2022 Ram 2500 has the latest 6.7 liter Cummins diesel.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty. It only has about 500 miles, give and take.
Really?
But I just checked the manual, the owner's manual, and it says no break-in special period is required.
Oh, really?
Yes, you can run this bad boy. And it's rated at 370 horsepower.
Wow.
850 pound-feet of torque. It's a standard output, not a high output engine. It has their 6-speed 68 RFE transmission.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the latest design with the latest high-pressure fuel system and the latest block.
While the boys keep geeking out about the engines under the hood of the 2 trucks, let me tell you what we're here doing at the quarry. As you know, we've got an off-road course that we're building. It's right next to Sniper Hill. Unfortunately, in the spring, Sniper Hill is going to turn into a muddy mess, so we're going to get some rock and dump some rock to make it into a rocky mess.
It says here that our gross vehicle weight rating is 9,990 pounds. So why did they just say 10,000 pounds, for crying out loud?
Well, it may have to do with licensing, commercial licenses, but this is your dump trailer, right?
This is my dump trailer, and it looks like it might weigh 5,000 pounds empty. I don't know, so let's only put 2.5 tons in it today and call it good. So Emma, we're here to get about 2.5 ton. For today, just recycled asphalt will work.
How much a ton?
$17.50.
That's not it.
Oh,
So
it's a good price.
We're going to spend like what, 50 bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I can do that.
Okay.
You take credit cards?
Well, let's fire this up. You even have a tachometer here.
Yeah, I just tacked that one on there. No pun intended. And I have an EGT gauge.
Oh my.
Upside down EGT gauge, and then a boost gauge.
Oh, yes. Big truck. Big truck.
I'll be entered to see what I weigh empty on this truck and how it compares to the new truck. I got a feeling I'm heavier than your truck.
Hey.
We would like about 2.5 tons of the asphalt recycled. These tires are a little bit bigger than ours.
Yeah, those are even bigger than 42s and 48s and 54s. Those are 70 somethings.
He's a big boy.
I don't want these dropping off when we're driving, so I'm just gonna push those back in there like that. That way we don't give somebody a chip in their windshield.
This truck sounds manly. Yeah, especially with the manual transmission. You're really involved in the whole process.
You are. It's a whole different sensation than driving an automatic new truck.
Yeah.
Looks like we got loaded a little heavy on the driver's side.
I see
so
that.
I want to even out the weight a little bit and put it on both sides.
Do you have a second shovel?
Yeah, I do. There's one in the back.
David, by the time Andre gets it out, you'll be done.
Okay, David, here, I have a shovel.
Andre, I'm done.
You have 4 hands, David?
All right, that looks a little more even now, don't you think, Andre?
Yeah, that's better.
$50.50.
Did I say it was gonna be $50?
You did.
I
You're
did.
right
I
on.
got that right. Hey, if I want to get some of this stuff delivered, we'll see how much can you do that as well, right?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, yeah. I think this is just going to be too many loads, so maybe we'll be back and then we'll have some of it delivered. Can you do it this week?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, that's great. All right, what do you think we got here?
What's the damage?
We asked for 2.5 tons. I say it's short of that.
2.69.
Oh,
Whoa!
a little heavier.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
And how much do you think it cost?
$50.
What do you say, Andre?
$48.50.
Well, you went over by about $1.40, $48.82. But when you add the tax, it's $50.50.
Hey!
So you had it on the money. I mean, the money. Okay.
And she said if we need more, she can deliver it to us on Wednesday.
Great.
All right, David, let's get on the road.
All right, let's go.
You know, I just looked at the weight slip, and
Yeah?
it says that we're at about combined weight loaded about 16,500. You know, I see that the first gear is a little bit short,
A little short.
but that's good to get the weight moving.
Yeah, when you have, at least 10,000 pounds in the back, you almost have to be in first gear.
Yes. Oh, you know what? Now, about 1,500 RPM, I can feel the turbo kicking in there.
Yeah. You get to a certain point and the turbo takes over and it doesn't feel quite so cumbersome.
Yeah.
She'll take off.
Woo! Yeah, the smell of towing in a Cummins, especially one without any DEF, I think.
All right, so I'm gonna pull onto the stretch of highway. I'm gonna do a 4-wheel burnout. Are you ready?
Okay, go for it.
I'm kidding. Okay, first gear, second gear, 2,100 RPM, third gear. Oh, actually, that's not too bad.
And you can feel the turbo right there.
You seem to be running out of DEF fluid.
We don't have no stinking DEF.
I couldn't tell back here, and that is sarcasm in my voice.
Alrighty, but the turbo's spooled up, Roman, and we're chugging.
You know what's crazy? What is that, like almost 30-year-old tech now? Where are we at?
Yeah, Roman, so this is a 1990 truck. So what are we at, 32 years old?
Yeah, it's amazing just how much more powerful these trucks have gotten in, double the amount of power, and I'm betting at least double the amount of torque.
This engine out of a 94 Dodge had 175 horsepower. No, take that back. It had 160 horsepower from the factory. So your truck now has 370 horsepower.
So you're telling me you had less horsepower than a Honda Civic?
Yeah, basically, that's about right.
But more torque.
Yeah, torque is the key here, Roman. It's not about horsepower, it's about torque.
What was so revolutionary about the Cummins engine during that time is that
Chevy had a 6.2 V8 and Ford had a 6.9 V8 back in '89, and the 5.9 non-intercooled engine just blew them both away in foot-pounds of torque.
And you know what the Ford diesel's called?
So it was a Navistar, And they started with the 6.9 and then went to a 7.3. You remember Gunsmoke had the 7.3.
When did they go to the Power Stroke?
Power Stroke started in 94 and they upped their game and they started competing with Cummins in 94 with the 7.3. So I've got a special switch right here that's gonna start putting some smoke out. What? I don't use it all that often, but I want Andre to really feel the power of this motor. So I'm gonna flip the switch and I'm gonna see if Andre can feel the power. Give her the beans, Andre.
Yeah! Oh yeah, I can feel it. What did you just push?
That was AFC Live right there.
Right there?
Yeah, woo, you just went 40 pounds of boost.
Oh, is that okay?
Andre did almost blow my head gasket right there with 40 pounds of boost.
Now that's a Power Stroke.
Our hill right here has got a little bit of snow on it, so I'm not sure we can make it up with 16,000 pounds without putting it into four-wheel drive. And I don't have a locker.
Do you think we should go 4 low?
Let's go 4 low just to see what it's like.
So forward.
Go all the way forward. That should be it.
Oh,
Yeah,
there.
right there.
There, I found it.
Okay.
Okay, that's a manly lever. Oh, plenty of traction.
No big deal, Andre.
Plenty of traction. Let me go to third.
Power
Okay,
shift
there
here.
she is. Oh, we have a little bit of water. Maybe we need to put some asphalt right here on the driveway.
All right, boys. So we need to rock 2 ways. We need to go over that way because that's where we're parking our trailer, and basically no rock, just mud. And then we need to go that way, which is Sniper Hill.
Yeah.
But there's snow that way, so maybe we start over here and cover this area.
Okay.
And then you know, on the next load maybe we go that way, or see how much we can actually get down. What do you think, David?
Well,
I'll leave this to you, man.
So Roman, looks like as much footage as we have here,
Yeah.
I think we need to employ the big boys
Okay.
and have some big trucks bring in the gravel.
You don't think that this is enough?
Well, we could do it, but it might take us 2 weeks.
And a lot of diesel fuel too.
Yeah.
Well, where do you want to dump this first load? You want to do
Well-
it down here? Get it this way?
Well, maybe since this will be tougher for a big dump truck to get into,
Yeah.
how about if we go do this area?
Yeah.
That trailer load's not going to go but about 20, 30 feet, okay? So maybe if we start like right here and just go from here to there.
I think it's a good idea.
And then when we come back, we'll get another load with your truck,
Yeah.
and then maybe we can go from here to there.
Okay. Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Okay, it's a little bit of a challenge.
I had put these ratchet straps on here just as a safety mechanism, just so that the tailgate doesn't open.
Okay.
And it keeps, rocks from falling out when you're traveling down the road. But what we want is we want this tailgate to open about that far. And then when we start to take it up and we drive forward, it's going to lay out a nice little path of rock as we go. So we're just going to adjust our chain so that it's just going to open that much, maybe. There is a chance though, Andre, that my hydraulic piston is not strong enough to lift all this out. If that's the case, you'll need to get out and shovel all this out.
Okay, good. Let's hope it works. This is the tailgate release. Go this way?
Yeah, pull it down. All right, let's go look.
Oh, okay, something happened. Oh, that's
All right.
perfect.
So,
Oh, it's too much, right?
too much.
That's a little bit
No.
too much.
Right about there. Oh, yes!
Yes!
It's left in, Andre.
Woohoo!
Let go.
Yeah, this could take an inordinate amount of trips to actually do this whole driveway. Like, I'm talking like, you know, more than 24. And we probably need more than a couple of shovels, maybe like a skid steer. So I think we'll do it the manual way today, but I think there's a little bit of heavier equipment in our future.
What, you don't like this equipment right here?
I brought 2 shovels, one for you and one for Andre.
Oh, okay.
Good to see the boss is working for once.
We need like a hoe. You know, like a manual hoe? To split it, or a rake.
Okay, I'll go find a hoe for you, Andre.
All right, well, that was interesting. Definitely need a skid steer or bobcat. We're gonna get that next. But time for the second load. It's already looking a lot better. Andre,
Yo,
you ready to go back?
let's do it. I
All
want David to drive the new truck.
All right, well, hook her up, dude. That's your job.
Okay.
I'll finish a little bit up here. You go hook up the new Cummins. Here you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, got it.
Gentlemen, you know what this is?
What? Tell us.
First tow!
Oh, first though for the new truck?
First tow, yeah! First time. I can't wait. This is what we bought her for. Or him. Or it. Are we gonna name the truck?
Hi-ho Silver.
Hi-ho, Silver.
I like Silver Bullet. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Silver bullet.
Anyway, let us know in the comments below if you want us to name the truck, and if so, what would you call it? How much do you think we weigh without me and Alex?
Okay,
Take a
so
guess.
7,000 plus about 500 plus, I want to say 12.5.
David, what's your guess?
Oh, I think the trailer weighs 4,500 pounds, so 13.2.
You are both wrong. 10,860.
Yikes.
What?
Way off.
So almost 11.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe your trailer, David, is a little bit lighter than you were
It must be.
thinking.
Yeah.
Just a little lighter.
So we weighed 16,000 in my truck full.
16.5.
16.5. So if we
yeah.
put another 2.5 ton like we did, which is 5,000 pounds to 10,
Yes.
that'll be a little lighter than my rig. So this truck potentially is 1,000 pounds less than my truck.
It's hard to believe.
That's surprising.
Well, yours is 3,500.
It is.
And you've got an old school Cummins. Those things were, you know, just big old
And
heavy
he's got
blocks.
a big bed, and he's got a big
Topper.
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 Yeah, that
Yeah.
topper weighs 400 pounds, the bumper weighs 200 pounds, and the winch weighs 100 pounds. So you start adding all that up, then that makes sense. Your windshield will thank me.
55, 57.
Oh, almost 3 ton this
Oh,
time.
it's 3 ton, yeah.
Yeah. Well, your new Dodge won't even. No, your new Ram won't even know what's back there.
Hourly or
I can't
per
get on.
mile?
I know,
I just can't do it.
It took me about 2 years.
We wanted to ask you about bringing maybe 3 trucks on Thursday.
Okay.
Would that be possible?
Well, since you guys came in, I
Yeah.
filled Thursday up,
Ah,
but I'm available Friday if you guys are available.
Yeah, Friday would work.
We have like a half-inch structural fill.
is that okay for roads, or would you not recommend
Yeah.
it for
Well, this is the 1-inch.
that? So it's a lot of fines in it.
Well, this is structural fill, and it has way more lines in it. So it's like a much smaller. It's like the
Oh,
like what shakes out of our bigger materials, basically.
and most of it's pretty consistent like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's really dusty, but
Right. Would you recommend this for just a back road, one that just gets really muddy? It's in the back
I would
40.
go bigger. Yeah.
Would you go bigger?
All right.
Okay.
So what, 2 truckloads of that?
Yeah, 2 truckloads of that.
Of course.
And how much is it all together?
Yeah, how much does a truck hold?
15 ton.
15 ton.
So we'll bring you
That's what I
3
thought.
loads, yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be around like $1,200, $1,300.
Okay, all right, yep.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay, thanks.
Welcome to 2022.
I haven't been here very long.
I'm sorry, I mean the truck.
I'm still living in the past, Andre.
No, I mean the truck.
Tow haul mode.
Just once, okay.
Okay. And then I use this when I need it.
No, you just click it. So
Oh, and
click it once.
And it uses it when it senses you're braking.
Well, it's a little bit more complicated than that.
Oh.
So there's 2 settings. The first click is full on, which means when you're letting off the accelerator, it'll try to bring you to a full stop.
Okay.
Then there's also auto, which means, let's say you're going down the mountain, and with the brake, you braked up to about 40 miles an hour. And that auto setting will try to maintain that speed for you.
So I thought about putting a exhaust brake on my truck. And so it's a little different on an older truck. Basically, you're putting a flapper in the exhaust line that is closing either partially or mostly, that is putting compression back to the cylinders. I've heard though that sometimes they can reduce the life of your truck because they're putting more pressure on the cylinders or rings. So I'm kind of maybe somebody listening can tell us what they think about the old school having an exhaust brake on it.
Yeah, versus new school.
So I'm letting off the accelerator right now.
Did you hear it?
And I can feel it and hear it. It's just a slight little rumble.
All right, so once again, this is where I did the acceleration in the other truck.
Okay.
Let's see how you do.
All right, I'm going to ease into it.
Okay.
All right, here we go, full on. It hardly knows anything's back there.
And it's just shifting for you, obviously. David, we got to make it up that driveway. It's icy and wet.
Okay,
do you want me? Do you need to stop so I can engage the
Yeah,
hubs?
would you mind getting out and doing the hubs? We're almost to our driveway here, so I'm just gonna. Can I push the button now, Andre?
Yeah.
Okay.
The high one.
Oh, the high.
To
There's
do
four
low. To do low, you got to stop and go in neutral.
Oh well, I
you
don't
want to do that?
Well, that's actually quite impressive, 11.1. Of course, it's been sitting here idling for a little while. That took it down. See, it went down to 11.0, so that probably is more like 12 because we've been just letting it idle for a while. But not bad for what we did.
Do we do it on the side where we were, or where?
Right here, and then bring it to the.
More like right in here.
Yeah, right in there.
Okay.
Bring it over just a little bit.
Okay.
Alright guys, well, that's it, the first episode of Taming Tumbleweed, but guys, we need heavy equipment. We need more.
We underestimated how much gravel we're going to need.
So next time, we're going to get some, hopefully heavy equipment, get some truckloads of gravel in here, and try to do it the new fashioned way as opposed to the old fashioned way.
With big trucks and big machinery.
Yeah, well, smallish machinery and bigger trucks.
Big dump trucks.
Big dump trucks.
All right, guys, be sure to come back next time for more Taming Tumbleweed. See you, ciao.
All right.
So now we're here at the Denver East Machinery Company where we're gonna get a little bit of professional help in the way of a skid steer.
I'm giving you guys two options.
Okay.
We have what I would consider like the 3/4 ton and then the 1/2 ton truck of skid steers.
Go do it, dude.
Okay,
Jump
well,
in, let's see.
on this one.
Yep.
All right, let me try
Okay,
that.
Roman,
All right.
it's all yours. So I'm gonna teach you the controls. Play with those a little bit. till
Oh,
you get
that's
used
comfy,
to
dude.
them. I know, it's got a cush ride right there.
Yeah, I like that.
There you go.
I figured out the horn.
I didn't read the instructions. So.